Hello there. It is Saturday afternoon, about 2 o'clock, May 10th. And I am repotting a lot of things. It was Staff Appreciation Week this last week and the school musical, and I'm already feeling a lot better and not as stressed and kind of, I can breathe. So got up this morning, went to the Midland Farmers Market, found some beautiful lantana. Super Tunia, I think, is what it's called. I will share pictures and things. And one more, a falling daisy. And they are all in the orange family and they're so pretty. Then I also got this really cute watering can pitcher that one of my preschool families put together, though I could tell it's gonna get really crowded because it already was. And then I unpot it all, and this is what it looks like. I discovered that there were 11 plants in there, so I took this nice big old pot and I put this falling, I know that this will drape over, so pretty, some violas. I need to look up the name of these. And then that might be Gumfrina. That is my best guess. So that's how I reset this one. So it should all fill in pretty nicely. And then, so what is that, 6 plants? And then you come over and I still have 5 plants left over. So I'm going to fill in, it looks like there's 3, why can't I think of them? Snapdragons, one of those fillers, and then another viola. So I'm going to fill this pot. I'm going to put a falling daisy in the front, the one that I got, because it did really well in this spot last year in that same exact pot. So I'm going to put it in there again. And then since it's in the orange family, I might put the snapdragons around it. I'm not sure. Or the viola and that filler in there. Maybe I'll do, I don't know, that's not going to be even at all. That's my problem. But I also have this corner spot to fill. I moved these pansies back here. This gets a lot of good morning sun, so I think it's going to have a tone back here. Then over on this side of the yard, I got this really, I should water it. I got this really pretty tulip that I put back in the ground. And then it's funny how you plant tulips and the bulb doesn't produce a flower. These all have flowers, buds, bud. Those could probably get dug up. That could probably get dug up, and then flower. Ooh, ladybug, hi buddy. And then all of these wild violets, they're starting to die in the middle of the yard, but all these back here are wide open, so I'm going to leave those, pull all of that foliage when they die back. And then this chunk still has to go. I'm just not working on it very fast. This chunk all has to go. I gotta dig it up. I don't want to rototill in that far out, but it's gonna be dirt anyways. I don't know. And then I have this lily, Easter lily. All the flowers finally died back. So now that all the energy is going back into the root, I'm gonna put it in the ground. And isn't that pretty? My first tulip. You can't even see it. I'm in the sun. How about that? Oh, are you focused? I can't even see the screen. It's so bright out here. But yeah, that's so pretty. It's like purple down in the middle. And then it's just so nice. I almost picked it and put it in a little flower arrangement I had outside, and I didn't. This pot's doing rather well. Beets are doing well. I've got to come out here and water, but it's pretty hot today, so I'm going to let them soak up all the moisture that's in the ground, and then I'll come out and water everything. My bachelor buttons did not transplant very well, except for the ones that are down at the very end. Those are still fine. Yeah, squirrels did some damage. So apparently morning glory seedlings are apparently a favorite of theirs. Hello, little bug. What are you? Just a fly? No, you look, no, I don't know, you might be a beetle. I want to scatter some seeds. Everything looks really nice that's out here. Sugar snap peas are thriving ever since I fertilized. Everything seems to be going. The beans look great. They just need a good watering. They look thirsty. Those look scorched. That's not promising to me. But then again, I guess this soil's not fertilized. And I'm really almost positive these are all snapdragons. All of those little shaped leaves. Finally getting some true leaves on my carrots. So that's exciting. Yeah, let's pull some. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, things are coming. I was anticipating some volunteer nasturtium. I have not seen anything. There were a ton of seeds that popped out last year off the plant, and I'm sure I harvested a bunch, but I didn't get them all. But yeah, haven't seen any seedlings pop up there. But yeah, you know, last year I don't recall my broccoli leaves getting purple. I only had 3 plants last year. This year I doubled that. So yeah, that's where we're at for today. Grass is just out of control. Bill's gonna take care of that. Lily of the Valley is all on this side of the house, and it is just growing into our yard like mad. So Bill will come. It'd be nice if we had edging all the way around here. That would be nice. Some lilies coming up here, and then again a weed corner that I have to take care of. Sticks to put on the bottom of big containers for when I do tomatoes. So yeah, that is, oh, I should also say, so I don't forget, I should get those out of the sun, but I've been putting azos on everything that I've repotted. I did the tall one right there. It has my poppies in the back, calendula in the middle, and then nasturtium in the front. All that's been hardened off. I hardened maybe 4 or 5 days. I don't do the full week. I get impatient. If they look like they're getting too much sun, I can move the pot out of the sun if that's the case. But I have, my tomatoes are all along the side of the house, along with the other nasturtium and whatever that are all continuing to harden off. So things are making progress around here, and I will update when things are even further along. Hi, coming back at ya real quick, same day, and put some things in the ground and repotted. Check this out. Down here I did, that is a chrysanthemum, and who knows, that might be a perennial, it may not be. Everything in here was, I used worm castings and azos on everything. From the calendula, 5 calendula, and for the chrysanthemum, I got this lily in the ground, Easter lily, tulip, and then look at our beautiful yard. First mowing of the season. Fantastic. So over here for the repot, I have this falling daisy and a few snapdragons. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, just gorgeous. Those are in there. And then up here in this adorable pot, I put a calendula and snapdragon and a viola, and Dusty Miller is what those are called. So that's in that cute little pot. Then you come up here, and so when all the hyacinths are done flowering and dying, I cut the stem back of the flowering part, and then I let the green stay, and all of that energy goes back into the bulb. And I got this. So in the front we have a creeping Jenny, petunias on the outside, a dahlia in the middle, and a marigold in the back. So that's gonna live up here. You can see hydrangeas are coming, tulips are just about to pop open, and we just really want to get rid of this vine. I think the only way we could ever do that is if we till up this whole front bed. Up here, I'm going to be putting in trailing nasturtium and whatever I have, maybe some alyssum, but I'm gonna plan to use all my own flowers for these. And then just real quick, we'll come to the side so the limelight is popping. So pretty. Those tulips didn't do anything, so I'm thinking since they are in the ground this year, that they will come back next year. And I'm hopeful that they'll flower. If they don't flower, then they're gonna go bye-bye. They were just bulbs that I had sitting in the garage. Planted them because they were sprouting. And yep, now we're just gonna let all that energy go back into the root and see if they come back next year. We did not preen yet, and it's showing because we have all of these seeds coming from our tree in the front, and we did not preen. So that's a thing that needs to happen before it rains. Yeah, we are mulching this year, so that will fill in. And then I did this pot. So Dusty Miller, like I said, Gumfrina, trailing, it's not alyssum, I don't think, but I'm not sure. And then violas, and that'll be nice and pretty. I still have to get these in pots, and I have to put the daisy, or daffodils and hyacinths in the ground. But it's coming together, folks. I thought Bill was gonna be done, but apparently not. He's going to town. He can't help but finish things, so what a blessing he is. Gotta love him. Cut those hyacinths back and back there. All the energy is gonna go. These, can't remember the name because it's an odd name, but they are all reseeding. I could save the seeds and plant them elsewhere, or I can just let this little patch keep growing. So I'm gonna let this little patch keep growing because there's more and more every year. I'm okay with that. Some of these out of here. Oh, let me show you something. So, knowing Bill, he might pick these, but look, are these snapdragons in my cracks? I think they are. They're all over. I had snapdragons in pots up here. Very well could have dried out. Where'd he put the bin? Outside still. But those could have dried out. And now they're just grown wherever they want. That's okay. All right. Happy spring. Happy yard. It's time to go inside. Been in the sun for at least 5 hours. I'm tired. All right. Check you later. Bye-bye.